and a lot of important messages to be given out today. Very important messages. And the first one I'm extremely pleased about and extremely proud of this young man, because he's created something, not for himself, but to help other students in the academy. And he's just going to present now what it is he's done and tell you a little bit about it. So can we give Josh a massive round of applause?
Hi, so I'm Josh, and I basically set up a website called Homework Helper. I'll play one video before I do mine.
And welcome to Homework Helper, and today begs the question, what is the greatest force on Earth? And the answer to that question is gravity. Okay, so here we have the Sun and 3 planets. So, the Sun has a greater gravitational force than the planets because it has a greater mass. So the Sun pulls the planets towards it, but because the planets also have a greater gravitational pull, they go around the Sun in what is called an orbit.
Yes, as I said, I've basically set up a website called Homework Helper, and what we kind of do is help you with your homework. So it won't give you the answers, but we'll help you find the answers with the methods that we teach you. And also, on the actual website itself, there's information on there about different subjects and different areas in that subject, or you can email us your questions, and the email is on the website. So the inspiration I got for making this website was actually from Mr. Jackson. I know some of you probably know him. And basically he said after a lesson one day that it would be great if someone actually made a Homework Helper website. So I took the opportunity and I created one that evening. So that evening I set to work on finding out how you actually run a business and set up a website. And it was quite hard, really, what we think to do. And the reason I did it wasn't just because of Mr. Jackson saying it would be a great idea. It's because I thought the idea of it was really great. Me, I thought of it. Yeah, and I thought it just gives you quite a lot of satisfaction by helping people, and it would be an easy way to help them. So rather than having a teacher teaching maybe 1-to-1, it's 1 to 100 or however many people you have. So in the future, what I plan to do is increase my website hits, publicise it more, and get a team together. And if you're interested in being part of that team, come and see me afterwards.
We give Josh a round of applause, please. So, I think if I've got it right, and Josh might be able to correct me if I've got it wrong, the Homework Helper's website will help you find answers to your homework problems. Is that right, Josh? Is that basically what it's saying? So if you're struggling at home, or you're struggling in school with a problem, and you can't find Josh, this Homework Helper's website will take your question, or you might be able to find the answer on there, or help you find the answer on there, and it will make sure that you continue your learning. That is a brilliant idea. That's absolutely fantastic. I love that. Show an initiative. And I would encourage everybody to use it. But if you are really interested in joining Josh's team, being part of something brilliant, then you need to see Josh at the end of the assembly. You're going to be about here at the end. But Josh will remain at the end. If you want to join Josh's team, then come and see Josh at the end. Right, Mr. Wiles was supposed to be doing today's assembly with an important message from him. Unfortunately, he can't be here, and I'll explain why at the end. But what we did, we videoed yesterday's assembly, and we're just going to get the key messages played now to you for about 5 minutes of what that assembly was about. So,
City Academy. So for those of you who don't know, on Friday I'll be leaving City Academy after 3.5 years. Now, there was no cheer then. There was a cheer in the last 2 assemblies from the students, So I'll take that as a positive. So yeah, 3.5 years ago I started City Academy, and I just want to this morning briefly talk to you a little bit about how City Academy's changed over my 3.5 years. Now, looking at the screen there, you'll see the old building on the right and the new building on the left. So if you are year 9 or above, you will remember the old building on the right. If you're year 7 or 8, you won't remember the old building. That on the right used to be the old reception. That's where you used to come in. If you were late in the mornings, that's where I used to meet and greet you with my smiling face and welcome you to school. So things have changed a huge amount in the 3.5 years that I've been here. Now, for those of you who can't see, that picture is actually of a man digging a tunnel. And the reason there's a picture of a man digging a tunnel is because when I started the academy, my first lunch duty was on the field out there, and I walked to the bottom of the field where there were some Year 11 boys. There was about 4 or 5 of them. And they were trying to dig an escape tunnel out of the school. So a rabbit kindly had started a little tunnel under the fence, and over about 3 or 4 days, using their feet and their hands, they'd dug a tunnel about this deep, which you could actually crawl under to try and escape from the school. So that was one of my first memories of being on duty at City Academy. And I also remember, in year 10s and 11s particularly will remember this, the scourge that was Pasta King. And Pasta King used to be in red pots and used to be sort of half-cooked pasta with this horrible sauce over it, and everyone used to eat it, and it used to end up on the floors, up the walls, over the cricket wicket, and the field used to be full of seagulls pecking at this horrible Pasta King. So those are the first couple of memories of me being on lunch duty at City Academy. But what I've tried to do throughout my time at the academy, and I've not always been popular with students, but there again I wasn't paid to be popular with students. Okay? Well, technically. Okay. But being the best, what I've always tried to do is ensure whatever we do at City Academy, that we're the best at it we can be. And that applies for students. I look around and we look at our uniform and how we present ourselves, and that first impression that visitors have of our academy is a good and a positive impression, because we are being...
Okay, so Mr. Wiles went on to talk about different things that he's done at the academy, but the key message is that Mr. Wiles will be leaving us from tomorrow, leaving the academy. He's been successful and he's got a headship at Old Buckingham High School, and it was an opportunity for us to thank him for all the work that he's done for the academy. But that message that he was giving there, be the best, and I know a lot of you haven't worked with him, was the message that we've been saying, me, your form tutors, the principal, Mr. Wiles, that you need to work at being the best, you need to work hard at being the best, and being the best that you can be. The first day you came here, I said you were the best year group we've had through the doors. That still remains. Mr. Wiles' message is things have changed in the academy, and we are working towards being the best that we can be. So I'm sure if Mr. Wiles was here, we wish him well and we thank him for all the work that he's done for City Academy Norwich. I have got some brilliant news, some outstanding news. I've got some certificates to give out for the first time. So, when I call these people out, can they come to the front? And can I ask our budding entrepreneur Josh to present these certificates for me? So, Abby Taggart. These are for, she's earned 108.4 points for accelerated breeder. Well done, Abby. Give Abby a clap. Joe Lincoln. Joe Lincoln has done really well in accelerated breeder with us. Joe here. Well done, Joe. Give Joe a clap. Berry. Tia Berry, Accelerated Reader certificate. Well done, Tia. Hazin, Accelerated Reader, Hazin. Well done. Isaac. Isaac, where's Isaac? Well done, Isaac. Kira Adam. Kira, well done, Kira. Shania Hogan. Shania. Guys, a lot of them here. Kaylee Ringer. Kerry D. Kerry D. Well done. Billy Kersley. Billy. Christian Adodi. Ben Hallett. Jade Edendale. Lennon. Is that Lennon? Kate Woodbine. Brandon Waring. Spencer Mallet. And Phoenix High. Right, well done. There's all those people. We've also got some form groups. So if I shout the form group out, can the form teachers have recommend someone to come and collect? So start with 7A4. You've got the highest quiz accuracy this term. Can someone from 7A4 come and collect the certificate, please? Well done, 7A4. 7B2 have earned 94.4 book points this term. 7B2. 7B1, 22.3 book points this term. 7B1. Who's coming from 7B1? Tyler Gooch. Well done, Tyler. And congratulations to 7A1. 504.5 book points this term. 7A1. Well done, 7A1. Yes. Well done. Thank you, John. Right, well done to all those people who have received awards.